What's up, everybody? This is Brad, and something leaked a few days ago, and I thought about talking about it because it would have been a big deal, but it seems now that this is actually kind of confirmed based on something else that leaked. So we're going to talk about it. It is the I don't know what the official term for this is, but people call it the roadmap for the remainder of 2024 in Fortnite, and it's got some interesting stuff here. But I want to talk about the stuff that's interesting to me. Um, so there's a lot of stuff. Apparently, Lego Fortnite's going to be getting a lot of different updates through the year. I played Lego Fortnite once, and you guys have seen that stuff. That footage is on the channel now. I didn't hate it, but it didn't really wow me, to be honest. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's just not really for me, or not really exciting enough that I want to just keep playing it. Like, I gotta see it, I gotta see it. You know, like if they add Lego, like they're adding Lego versions of a lot of their characters and a lot of the crossover characters too. Like, if they add Lego versions of the Dragon Ball characters, then maybe I'll give it another go. But for now, I'm satisfied with what I played. It's just not interesting enough. Fortnite Festival. The leak here showed Billie Eilish is the next big crossover for them, followed by Metallica in June and July. Now I haven't checked out Fortnite Festival yet, but for Metallica, I actually think I would give that a shot. They've already collabed with Metallica for an emote in Battle Royale, so it makes sense that they would want to do that show. I don't know who the one after Metallica is. I'm not sure who that is. Snoop Dogg appears to be the one at the end, though. So they're going from Lady Gaga, Billie Eilish, Metallica, whoever this is, and then Snoop Dogg. Rocket Racing is getting new courses, as far as I know. I haven't played Rocket Racing yet. Like, I want to check these modes out, but I don't care enough about them to make them a priority. But anyway, the big thing for me is going to be Battle Royale. I love Battle Royale, and so it looks like the big things coming up next. Obviously, the Star Wars stuff, which they've already started teasing. Fall Guys coming to creative mode is a big thing. That looks like that's going to be right off of the bat for Chapter 5. For Season 3. Looks like Metallica is going to be a part of Battle Royale too, I think, from the way it looks. That Metallica thing is right there both. So probably potentially some Metallica skins then, I guess. If they're doing it festival, they're going to, I guess, going to have James Hetfield skin. Let's run around Battle Royale. We're shooting Spider-Man and Goku in the face as James Hetfield. That's going to be something. I can't tell what the theme here is. Somebody said it looks like Mad Max kind of rebellion. I don't know what that's gonna. I don't know how that's gonna flow from the Gods and Mortals theme. I'm hoping that there will be some sort of story cohesion, but based on what has also come out, an interview with Donald Mustard, yeah, I don't think they really care that much about the story of the game. God, that's such a sad thing, man. But anyway, I don't want to get off on that because I think I may make a separate video about that. Then there's a big one, something I thought would happen at some point. Pirates of the Caribbean getting a collab with Fortnite. This seems kind of long overdue. A lot like this feels like something that should have already happened, but they probably wanted to stay away from it with all the Johnny Depp controversy and everything. I can understand that. But they've also got now, Epic has got this big deal now with Disney. Disney has bought up like a big share of Epic, or at least a sizable portion of Epic, which is why they're doing this big metaverse thing with them. I don't care about that. I wish we could never hear the word metaverse again. But a Pirates of the Caribbean collab would probably excite a lot of people. And so, like, I feel like this is something they probably should have done already, if not for all the other stuff, all the controversy around Johnny Depp. And there are plenty of other characters too, but I feel like people, like, like Jack Sparrow enough. Like, it's not a Johnny Depp skin, it's a Jack Sparrow skin. You know what I mean? They'll get around that in a way because it's a character. And there have been other portrayals of people playing Jack Sparrow for video games that were not Johnny Depp. I don't think, like, Depp didn't voice Jack for Kingdom Hearts 2. I don't know who voiced Jack for that in Kingdom Hearts 3, but I don't think it was him. In Disney Infinity, so I don't think Depp voices the character in the video game, so it wouldn't matter anyway. It's a game representation of a character that Disney owns, so whatever. And then they'll have more characters, I'm sure. But that's it's set up to look like a mini event, like the Avatar stuff. That's going to be their big collab. So I do wonder how that will take place in this weird Mad Max post-apocalyptic season that looks like to be happening. And then it looks like in August we'll get... People are saying that this... I can't make it out. I can't make out what that image is for August, September, and October. But people are saying this is a Marvel themed season. So I don't know how people are getting that from that. But I liked the original Marvel season from Chapter 2. If it's anywhere near as good as that, then I say bring it on. That was also season 4, by the way. It looks like, for some reason, they're doing, like... It feels like Chapter 5 is sort of a tribute to Chapter 2, which then makes the final little piece here for November. The Fortnite... It looks like they're going to do Fortnite OG again, but it will be Fortnite OG Part 2, because those 3 graphics right there are from Chapter 2 Season 1, Chapter 2 Season 2, and Chapter 2 Season 3 stacked up on top of each other, and it looks like it says live event under it. So I can't tell what that says. It just says, it looks like it says maybe OG live event. And then there's Fortnitemares under that. I don't know what that's gonna be like. But that's how this season is going to play out. And then Chapter 6 is slated to start in December, which has become the norm now. The norm for the current era of Fortnite is just 1 chapter a year. It runs 4 seasons. And now we're going to get OG seasons, at least at the end of the chapters, is some kind of little nostalgia trip. But I will say, I started playing Fortnite in Chapter 2. Started at Season 2 with the Spies season, with Midas and Peely and... Agent Peely and Deadpool was part of that collab, so the new Deadpool movie is in the works, so we could potentially, maybe we'll see another Deadpool collab. That would be interesting. A new Deadpool skin. But that would make the whole context of what's happening in the current season, with Midas breaking out of the underworld, the whole Shadow crew being back on the island, and now they're all gone, but the Shadow mission things are still there. And Brutus had said that, like, he and the rest of the crew with Midas were now going to go somewhere. So I wonder if there's going to be some kind of attempt to try to tie in all this stuff that was happening with the society, the return of Shadow to help get Midas out of the underworld, and then to steal the Marigold back, and then for them to sail away, might be tied in to the return of Chapter 2. For the second OG season, and maybe they'll be used in the live event. I would actually really like if Tim Sweeney would realize that people like the Fortnite storyline, people like there being a story to Battle Royale, and all this other stuff, like Rocket Racing is not going to light the world on fire, Lego Fortnite is not going to light the world on fire. I don't even think people care that much about Fortnite Festival. I just don't think that they care. Like, it's just not what people play Fortnite for. And I think that the whole push for creative turned out to be a flop. They pretty much admitted that. They lost money on that, on a lot of it. because they were more worried about letting like 14 and 15-year-olds build maps and then throwing them a little bit of money for doing that. So it's less stuff. But that's, oh God, I'm getting off on a rant because I want to talk about the Donald Mustard interview in a different video. But there you have it. I'm not going to I didn't put the actual picture of the roadmap in the video because I didn't want, I don't know if Epic will come after me if I do that. Some of the known Fortnite leakers have posted the roadmap, so I don't know. It would probably be bad on them if they go after some of these people who built their entire online presence around Fortnite. So anyway, it's not hard to find. Go around Fortnite Twitter, and you'll find it. But this is that's what they got going for Battle Royale. The big takeaways for me, of course, Pirates collab, Metallica, and Marvel season that I'm still not really seeing from the graphic, and Fortnite OG 2 Chapter 2, plus a live event. So, interesting stuff. What do you guys think? Do you think that this whole Shadow thing, the return of Shadow for Season 2, that busting or watching Midas break free from the underworld and then sailing away with the crew, for a very brief moment, Midas as an NPC was able to be found on Spawn Island. Brutus had replaced him on the Marigold, on the ship. There's never been an NPC in the game on Spawn Island before. So that was very interesting. And I can't help, I saw, what was it, Top 5 Gaming, I think it was, say that it felt like they were trying to give Midas a swan song, that he's going to ride off into the sunset now. Like, I hope not, because as I'm going to talk about in a different video, like, Epic has shifted focus away from the Battle Royale storyline and the characters to all this metaverse stuff. And so for them to sort of tease that maybe this is not the end of Shadow, and for them to sail away after putting Midas on Spawn Island, after making this sort of like, spring event where there were free challenges, a new Midas skin, and they even brought back the Shadow thing. They changed stuff on the Marigold to show that Shadow had taken control of it back from the society. Like, that's interesting stuff. Midas had his own little spot in the map, in the cell, where his reboot card was, where he'd broken out of the cell. Like, it felt like a lot of work just to bring back a dead character. So I'm hoping that there will be an attempt to focus on this character, because when you have a game like this and you already have all these big collabs, the thing is you have to make characters. Like, you can make all the skins in the world. You can have 1 million skins in your game. But if people don't care about them, then what's the point? Like, people wanted to see Midas return because there was a focus on him. They built him up with like the first Shadows Fortnite crew skins, where we got to see his earliest crew. The 3 founding members of Shadow. Or the 3 first recruits to the team. That was such a cool element, and then it never really went anywhere else. That would have been awesome to follow up on. We didn't get that. All the stuff with the 7, the what would have probably been an incredibly difficult job to get to pay Dwayne Johnson to show up and record for the Foundation over the course of almost an entire chapter, from from the end of chapter 2 season 5 with that live event, up through till the chapter 3 season 2 with the fight against the Imagined Order, because I don't think, the Foundation stayed on the Fortnite Island through midway through season 3 of that chapter. And then he disappeared, and then that became a storyline that the various members of the Seven that were still around had started to disappear. And it looked like the Paradigm was the only one left who was going to have to try to save them. And anyway, that's getting off on something that I'm going to talk about in a different video. Anyway, what do you guys think? What are you excited about with this roadmap? Let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe. Check out my other videos if you would. And we'll be back and talk about more Fortnite stuff as it gets revealed. But it at least is promising, in my opinion. That's my takeaway from this. Some interesting stuff to be seen from future Fortnite. Anyway, that's all I got for you. I'm out of here.